Hello, I'm Amara Jones, and today is Thursday, January 22nd. This is Caffeine TV, your daily news brief, here to take you through 3 headline numbers in just 3 minutes, giving you a different take on everything from housing policy to the Real Housewives. The first number of the day is 200. That's the number of interviews that the federal government says that it conducted into whether or not Michael Brown's civil rights were violated when he was gunned down by Officer Darren Wilson back in August. And according to the New York Times today, the federal government is set to announce that it has not found enough evidence to indict Officer Wilson for killing Michael Brown, meaning that Officer Wilson will face no criminal charges whatsoever in the tragic death of Michael Brown. Now, the challenge is that in federal cases like this, the bar for indictment is really high. Not only do you have to prove that someone's civil rights were violated because of their age or race or gender or sometimes sexual orientation, but that the person who did so knowingly did so at the time of the incident. Now, the federal government's investigation was conducted separate from that of St. Louis County Prosecutor Robert McCullough's, but they were conducted at the same time, and so it's easy for one to speculate that the waters muddied by Robert McCullough's investigation somehow spilled over into the federal one, making their job that much harder. But all of this just underscores that the Black Lives Matters movement and its constituent parts are going to continue with their protests. But all of our thoughts turn to the parents of Michael Brown today, for whom this is surely to be another gut-wrenching revelation. They've had to experience a grief and a pain that's unimaginable, compounded by the fact that justice won't be served. The next number of today is 230, according to ABC News. That's the number of abortion restriction laws that have been passed across the country in just the past 4 years. And today, Republicans in Congress wanted to make it number 231. They were set to pass a bill banning abortion after 20 weeks, but after a rebellion by Republican women in Congress, that bill was pulled. Instead, they'll pass a ban on federally funded abortions. Now, today is the 41st anniversary of the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade ruling, which gave women the right to choose by legalizing abortion. And today, hundreds of thousands of pro-life protesters are set to descend on Washington to mark the anniversary. And I guess that the GOP just wanted to show them that it was worth the trip. Now, the problem with this bill is that it would have prevented most women who were victims of rape and incest from terminating their pregnancy. And this just corresponds with the views of GOP Indiana Senate candidate back in 2012, Richard Murdoch, who said that babies who were the result of rape were a gift from God. And Republicans are always asking the press these days why they're always talking about the war on women. And today, I think they got their answer. The last number up today is 12. That's the number of deflated balls, according to the NFL, that the New England Patriots put into in their winning game against the Indiana Colts, perhaps giving them advantage in that AFC Championship, which sent the Patriots to the Super Bowl. You know, I'm going to love talking about this story. Now, according to ESPN, the Patriots' balls were about half the pressure allowed under NFL rules. I guess according to the NFL, you can play with any balls that you want to as long as they meet their guidelines. All humor aside, this is no laughing matter. This is just the latest scandal to beset a league marked by criminal and ethical standards for over a year now. And as a matter of fact, the Patriots' coach, Bill Belichick, who says he had no knowledge of the deflated balls, was at the center of a spying scandal against the New York Jets a couple of years ago. Well, at the end of last year, we spoke about the fact that the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell had instituted new ethical rules for the NFL, and it looks like that in early 2016, they're going to be put to the test.